That is Pimpin' Kid in the building, man.
Hey.
You used to be in them parties.
Right.
You one of the guys that was in them parties. You seen what was going on in them parties. Right. And I just want to know, like, is it as radical as what people are saying?
Well, I never seen that type of stuff. P. Diddy and I had business, right? So I did an album with his artist called Loon. It sold over 1 million copies. It did extremely well. So Loon had gave my information to P. Diddy. P. Diddy called me along with his team. They asked me, what is my publishing company? I said, my publishing company is Kid Ivy Publishing. So we negotiated. I said, hey, but I got one favor I want to ask of you. He said, what's that? I said, I want Loon to come to my party. I want him to perform for my birthday party. That would close and seal the deal. So that happened. And then about a year later, he called me, or 6 months later. He was
What time was it?
Huh?
What time was it?
What year?
What time of the day?
Well, when he called me, it was like probably,
So it wasn't 2 o'clock in the morning?
No.
Because he called my boy at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, and said...
No, but when he actually had me to come to his party, he wanted me to come to his party, he put it...
Who was at that party?
Jermaine Dupri, everybody in Atlanta.
Usher? Was Usher at that party?
No. And me and P. Diddy, when I came to his party, me and my man Paper Chase was in his VIP. You know what I'm saying? So when we went in his VIP, it was just me and Paper Chase and him, and he was battling with Jermaine Dupri on the mic. So I didn't see all that gay stuff and all that stuff.
What was Diddy at the time?
He was on. It was like a little stand, like a DJ booth, and he was just talking that shit. Hey, what up, bad boy type shit,
Okay, the allegations are that he was doing a little more than just bad boy on the mic.
Well, I never seen it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I said, I can't say for sure. When I met him, he acted like a street nigga. Then when I went to his party with his mama, when they invited me and Don Juan to New York, to Justin's, when we was at that party, it wasn't no gay.
But let me ask you this question, but don't y'all have some street code or P code or whatever code that even if you did see some stuff, you still wouldn't say it?
No, if I see some punk shit, I'm gonna tell you, hey, the niggas on some fag shit, they on some punk shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a real nigga, so I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm the custom. I'm like, man, what the fuck y'all niggas got me here for? What the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. And I probably call my homeboys and say, man, strip the You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing. You pull me in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You might get your jury taken. You might get your ass whooped. A whole bunch of shit might happen with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know. I am gutter. I'm street. I'm a businessman. But I will, check playing with me.
So how long ago was this when you were going to, like that. When you first started going to his parties, how long ago was that?
Well, it's not that I went to his party. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just asking.
Okay, let me get on you. When you start cutting your dreads off, start looking Americanized and shit. You understand me?
I'm just asking you.
But now, what I'm saying, sis, is that this was before allegations. We're talking almost 30 years ago.
Okay, that's the reason why.
Some of this stuff gonna come up from 30 years ago. You sure you wasn't in some of them pictures? You wasn't in some of them rooms?
Hey man, I do have a picture with me and Puffy. You know what I'm saying? Me, Puffy did get in my
Everybody had his shirt on?
No.
But what I'm getting to...
Now, I'm asking, did everybody have his shirt on? Because when I'm looking at these pictures now, it's a lot of shirts off.
No, man. I'm telling you, man, if a nigga pull his shirt off me and try to come in that way, I'm going to slap the shit out of him. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm trying to ask
you. Yeah, this shit buttoned up when you met him.
Listen, man, if a nigga come, especially back then, you know what I'm saying, I would have whooped the nigga playing with me. You know what I'm saying, niggas in the joint didn't play with me. I ain't gonna let no nigga on the street play with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boss for real. You know what I'm saying? I whoop a nigga ass, take his jury, kick him in his motherfucking ass, call him a bitch and everything. He come at me with that punk shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit over there type shit. You know what I'm saying? And even at 60, I still whoop a nigga's ass about playing with me and my masculinity. You know
okay, because I got a question. Because the thing is, what I was trying to get to was, okay, because it was a long time ago, and back then, when I would think that when celebrities throwing parties and stuff like that, especially if they know that you a pimp or, they invite all of them because y'all bringing the girls.
No, you're asking the wrong question.
Hold on.
The right question is, how many bitches did I bring there for them niggas?
Hold on, but I'm getting to that. No.
I was providing the bitches.
That's what I was getting to. But hold on.
But
what I'm asking back then, was there
none of that shit.
Was there pimps that had males?
No, hell no.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
You got a misconception of the pimping. You know what I'm saying? Pimping is pimping the horn, not horn and horn. You know what I'm saying? It's pimping the horn.
Because nowadays you have.
So if you see me with a bitch, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be young, fine, and qualified. That's really on the pimp side. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm gonna fuck with, Miss Jamaica. I'm telling you, I don't fuck with no men. I don't. Because
you have male prostitutes out there too, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Get it right. It's my
I'm sure somebody pimping them.
Listen, man, hey, I'm the best that Diddy got away with it. You know what I'm talking about? That's just not me. I don't, you know. I don't participate in that shit. Well, I did 10 years in prison and never looked at a man as a woman. And there's a bunch of punks up in that motherfucker.
It definitely is. Let me ask you a question. Like, you being a person who understands, you know, litigations of certain situations, you've seen what happened with Bill Cosby. You've seen what happened with R. Kelly. You've seen what happened with all these different people. Even Epstein, I think he killed himself when he got in there, or they killed him. Yeah. But allegedly. But what do you see happening with P. Diddy with this case?
Well, let me get to that's the appropriate question, right? Now, here's the situation, right? In the African American community, it's 3 Ds: demonize, destroy, and discredit. When it comes to black men, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long-lasting policy of certain government officials and certain white supremacists to try to bring black men down. You know, that's why when I look at Fannie Willis down there in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? What they do, they build us up and then they destroy us. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you see a white person really get behind a black person, they build them up like they build Bill Cosby up, and they put him on this pedestal, and like R. Kelly and P. Diddy, you know that they're gonna pull the rug. I guarantee you, they haven't done it to him yet, but Jay-Z, they probably try to get him. They're gonna try to get, like they doing with A$AP Rocky. They already getting at him. You know what I'm saying? They getting at Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be getting at Beyonce. Anybody of national prominence within our community, they try to destroy, because, you know, if you look at white supremacy is a religion. When you look at it from the perspective, whenever you read your history book and say, George Washington was the greatest president of all time, and so was Jackson. We got him on the $1 bill, and we got him on the $20 bill, but they don't tell you both of them punks were slaves. You know what I'm saying? They teach you about Maynard Keynes, they teach you about Karl
slave
Marx.
owners.
Yeah, they teach you about all these white greats, but they teach you about Mansa Musa or Kwame Nkrumah or Charles Drew or Percy Julius, some of the African American greats. And then when they do, why is Martin Luther King, no disrespect to Martin Luther King, why is Martin Luther King more pronounced and more recognized than Percy Julian? Percy Julian was the first black man to own his own medical facility. He also got over 1,000 patents with the gluten company. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, he protested in Chicago, in Oak Park, Chicago, when they burnt his house down because they wanted him to move. He did the same thing Rosa Parks did. He refused to move. He refused to allow the white establishment to bring him down. And nobody ever talk about that, but they talk about Martin Luther King because they killed Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? So in the backdrop of Martin Luther King, you know, all of these streets, all of this stuff that they got in respects to Martin Luther King, the backdrop of that is, you know, it's a European, you know, person that killed Martin Luther King. Black Wall Street, you think about Black Wall Street, on the backdrop of it, they killed 600 black people. So you got to understand, whenever they lifting a black person up, or they taking a black person and they giving them all that recognition, he is always a rug that's being pulled up under them, because that's what white supremacy look like, making black folks look like they